Okay, 11, 14, 14, chemistry period 4. So we're going to go over your first chapter 5 FIP quiz. Number 1, if we're talking about groups 13 through 18, what block is that? That's the P block. Number 2, so that was number 1. Number 2, if we have an element that has an electron configuration of this, whoops, 3s2. What group and what period are it in? What group and what period are it in? Group 2, period 3. So you know that it's group 2 because of this. And you know that it's period 3 because of that. So that was option B. Number 3, if we have argon, 4s2, 3d10, 4p2, what group and what period? Well, we know right off the bat it's in the P block, it's filling those. It's got 2 of those, so it's going to be group 14. 4 is its highest occupied man energy level. That is a period 4 element. So that was option D on the quiz. Okay. Number 4, if we look at those blocks, for one block, every single thing in it is very reactive and a bunch of them are radioactive. That would be the F block. You don't want to go there. It's not a nice neighborhood. So that would be F block. Number 5, an element that's in the D block would have a configuration that ends with, well, we know it's D block, so it's got a D that's being filled. But what you probably remember, I'm sure you remember, is that when we're filling, after 4s2, we go to 3d whatever. After 5s2, we go to 4d whatever. So the answer for that is C. It's both A and B. It's going to be a D subshell being filled, but it's also going to be a subshell that's one energy level lower than the highest main occupied. Okay, number 6, an element in the D block, oh, we just did that. An element, this is number 6, in period 4, group 13, would have a highest main occupied energy level of 4. And if it's group 13, that's P block, it would be filling in the P block. So that is option D on your quiz. Okay. Writing noble gas notations without looking. Ooh. Number 7, let's talk about lead. So if we look at the periodic table, we quickly see that the noble gas that we want to use is xenon, because it's one period up from lead. After xenon, we're starting to fill the 6s. We fill that up. We fill up the 4f, so that's 4f14. Notice that F is always 2 levels behind. So D is 1 level behind, F is 2 levels behind. And then we do a 5d10, and then a 6p2. And I usually write them that way and then rearrange them. So 4f14, 5d10, 6s2, 6p2. I'm not going to beat them up if, don't count it wrong if they didn't rearrange it. But I believe it is standard practice too. I should email a chemist on that. I should do that. Okay, number 8, noble gas notation for rubidium. Well, rubidium's a nice one because it's in group 1. So we look to the period above it. We know we're going to use krypton. And we're going down into the 6s, and we have 1 there. So, Gesundheit. Oh, I'm sorry. 5s. My apologies. Yeah, 5s. Whoops. 5s1. Okay. Good? Yeah? Excellent. Okay, number 9, noble gas notation for iodine. So we know that we have to go up 1 for our noble gas, so we're going to use krypton. And then we start filling in the 5s, we fill that up. Then we fill the 4d up. Then we get into the 5p, and we have 5 electrons there. So when we rearrange that and put that in our final neat, nice order, it looks like that. Looks like that. Okay, last one, number 10. Noble gas notation for, I can never say this, Americium. That's it, Americium. This is the radioactive element that's found in smoke detectors, actually. You probably have Americium in your home. So, but it is radioactive. We have tiny little pieces of it in smoke detectors. So, this is noble gas notation for Americium. We know if we look at it, it's in the 7th period. So, we're going to use radon as our noble gas. After that, we start filling in the 7s orbital. And we fill in the 7s, so we get that 7s2. Well, then we start filling 5f, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when we rearrange that to be in final order, we have 5f7, 7s2. Okay? It's out of 10. Grade them, hand them back.